Hello, I'm Joshua Brown from howtobecome.com, a leading interview training company that has helped millions of candidates worldwide prepare to pass their job interviews. And in this video, I'm going to help you succeed in your HubSpot interview. Oh, and don't forget to let me know which job role you're applying for in the comment section below so I can personally give you extra tips and questions to help you prepare. HubSpot style interview question number 1 is tell me about yourself, your interview introduction. Here is my brilliant top scoring answer to help you. Thank you for this opportunity. I'm someone who's passionate about creating meaningful connections and solving problems in a thoughtful, people-focused way. I've built a strong foundation in customer success and marketing, which I developed in my previous position, where my manager praised me for bringing in repeat business for the company. I enjoy working in fast-moving, collaborative environments where learning and impact go hand in hand. What really draws me to HubSpot is your commitment to customer success, transparency, and continuous improvement. I value open communication, being proactive, and helping both customers and teams succeed, which is why I believe I'd be a strong fit here. I'm excited about the opportunity to grow with the company that's focused on both innovation and culture. That was a brilliant top scoring answer and a fantastic way to introduce yourself in a HubSpot interview. That will impress the hiring manager. Now let's move on to the next essential HubSpot interview question that I recommend you prepare for, which is, why do you want to work at HubSpot? Now, why is this question being asked? Well, it's being asked to see if you've researched the company, to understand its values, and to see if you are genuinely motivated to be part of its mission. Therefore, in your answer, I recommend you mention HubSpot's culture, mention HubSpot's transparency and customer-first approach. Make your answer personal and show alignment with the company's values and direction. That is a very important tip. Align yourself with the company's values and its mission. That is how you can score really well. So here is a brilliant top scoring answer doing just that to help you. Why do you want to work at HubSpot? I want to work at HubSpot because I've followed your journey for a while and I've always admired your commitment to putting customers first, while also building a culture that empowers employees to do their best work. Having researched your company more deeply, I'm really inspired by how you balance innovation with transparency and how you genuinely live your values, especially when it comes to flexibility, autonomy, and growth. The job description felt like a strong match for my skills, and I can see myself thriving in a place where collaboration, curiosity, and impact are encouraged. I'd be proud to be part of a team that's helping businesses grow better and doing it in such a forward-thinking way. Now, don't go anywhere, as I still have plenty more interview questions and brilliant example answers to give you. But when you are ready, and only if you want to, you can click that link in the top right-hand corner or in the pinned comment below the video at any point during this training. It will take you through to my website, howtobecome.com, where you can download my top 25 HubSpot style interview questions and answers suitable for all job roles to help give you the edge in your interview. Okay, let's move on to the next HubSpot style interview question. Give an example of a time when you faced a challenge at work and how you handled it. Now, this question is being asked to assess your problem-solving ability. It's also there to assess your resilience and to understand how you collaborate under pressure, key traits in a fast-paced environment like those commonly found at HubSpot. In your answer, make sure you choose an example where you took initiative, stayed calm, and worked cross-functionally to deliver excellent results. Make sure it's a positive end result in your answer. And as a bonus tip here, a brilliant way to structure your answer to this question and any other behavioural interview questions, so questions where you are required to draw on your prior experiences, use the STAR method, STARR. Now the STAR method stands for this. You start your answer off with S for situation. Describe what was the situation you found yourself in. You then move on to T for task. What was the task that needed to be carried out? A is for action. What action did you take to achieve the task? The first R is for result. What was the end result following your actions? Remember, make sure it's a positive end result. And finally, the final R stands for reflection. You conclude your answer by talking about what you learned from that experience. So using this STAR structure, here is a brilliant top scoring answer to that question. Give an example of a time you faced a challenge at work and how you handled it. Here we go. In my previous role, we launched a new software feature that unexpectedly caused confusion among several long-time customers. Support tickets spiked and customer satisfaction started to dip. My goal was to act quickly to understand the root of the issue, ease customer frustration, and help the team get ahead of the confusion. I analysed the support tickets to identify the most common pain points, then worked closely with our product and comms teams to clarify the rollout messaging, and I also created a simple step-by-step guide for customers and shared it proactively with those affected. The number of incoming support tickets dropped by over 40% in a week, and several customers reached out to thank us for the clearer guidelines. My manager praised me for taking ownership and working cross-functionally to solve the issue quickly. It taught me the value of empathy, clear communication, and collaborating fast under pressure, all qualities I know are important at HubSpot. That was a brilliant top scoring answer. Let's move on to HubSpot style question number 4. How do you demonstrate empathy in your work? I love this question, and I love that it's very important, that empathy is very important to HubSpot as a value. Now this question is being asked to evaluate your emotional intelligence and your ability to build trust, critical in both customer-facing and internal roles at HubSpot. So therefore, in your answer, if you get asked this question, make sure you give a clear example of when you actively listened, validated someone's experience, and adjusted your approach to support them effectively. Here is exactly how you can do that with this brilliant top scoring answer to help you develop your own. How do you demonstrate empathy in work? For me, empathy starts with listening, really taking the time to understand what someone is going through, whether it's a customer or a colleague. I always try to put myself in their shoes and respond with patience, clarity, and respect. For example, in a previous role, a customer was clearly frustrated after facing a repeated issue with our platform. Instead of jumping straight into a solution, I first acknowledged their frustration, reassured them I was here to help, and I then calmly walked through a fix. That small step of showing I understood their experience made a huge difference in the tone of the interaction and helped rebuild trust. I will try to bring that same mindset into every conversation, being aware of how others feel, adjusting my communication style, and looking for ways to support people in a way that feels personal and genuine. Now, what I've done to help you pass your HubSpot interview is compile a list of the most common questions that you must prepare strong answers to, including describe a time when you had to adapt to a big shift in your role or project. Tell me about a time you made a mistake and what you did next. How do you handle feedback or criticism? Give an example of when you displayed a HubSpot value from heart. How do you prioritize your work when everything seems urgent? Tell me about a time you worked on a team goal. What was your role and contribution? Describe a time you had to work with someone difficult. How did you manage it? Tell me about a time you had to balance multiple priorities. What does success look like in this position? Why do you believe empathy is important for this role? how do you ensure clear communication with stakeholders? So those are just some of the key questions that you should be preparing for. But if you want to get the full list of the top 25 HubSpot style interview questions, plus the brilliant example answers to help you pass at your first attempt, click the link in the top right hand corner or in the pinned comment below for 2 reasons. Firstly, this will take you through to my website, howtobecome.com, where you'll get all of the answers we've covered today, plus a total of 25 expertly crafted responses to the most commonly asked HubSpot style interview questions. Secondly, and as a bonus, I've also included 3 smart questions you should ask at the end of your interview on that page to make a lasting impression. It's a powerful resource designed to put you ahead of the competition, so make sure you check it out. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I'm on a mission to help as many people as possible pass their job interviews, and I can only do that if you are subscribed. Also, hit that like button if you found this useful. It really helps motivate me to create more videos like these for you. If you have any questions about any job role within HubSpot, drop them in the comments below. I reply to all comments with tips and advice. And finally, don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. The link is in the description. I'd love to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the best in your HubSpot interview. Have a brilliant day.